Welcome back to Gothic Homemaking. You know that this is the season where I show you what all of the big stores are offering for Halloween. Last year, a viewer just like you recommended that I go to the home goods store. I'd never heard of a home goods store, but I went and I reviewed the store in New York City and I found some amazing things. In fact, I found so many amazing things, it put home goods right up at the top of the list for places for me to review this year. But I did notice that I didn't find any of the beautiful items that my YouTube colleague Sarah Monster found at her home goods store. So this year, I decided to go to the heartland of America and visit a home goods store in Henderson, Nevada. Take a look. I walked into the store and was instantly met by the sights and sounds of vintage Halloween. There was a ton of whimsical items that looked like characters from the 1920s, like this guy and this guy. This one was my favorite. When I grow up, I want to be the king of Halloween and I want to look just like this guy. He's so dapper. Now there's something you should know about me and snow globes. I love them. I love them like lonely old women love cats. That's why I refuse to buy them. Because if I do, I'm going to end up living alone with 2,000 of them in a house that looks just like this. For a Halloween party, this was one of my favorite items. Put a candle inside and it'll be the light of the party. They also had vintage-looking plush toys like this vampire with hypnotic eyes that seemed to be saying, "Buy me, buy me." And take a look at this item. The eyes have it. This thing is fun. I ended up playing with it for about 15 minutes in aisle 2 until half the staff had their eyes on me. There were also lots of skeletal items like this book of love spells, which seems to have worked perfectly for these newly deads. There were also these towers of skulls which I really loved, though I'd recommend painting the roses black. But they weren't all winners. There were also blah 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 yoga skeletons, and if you really want to ruin a skull for me, make it look like a 1990s grunge rocker. Or a poorly painted skull with I don't even know what kind of bird that is. These were amazing though, and I really loved this one. The intricate lace pattern gave it a classic Mexican Day of the Dead look, but without all of the bright colors. And then there was this one that looked like an obsidian skull with floral and butterfly designs. There was also one with a metallic finish next to this snow globe that I'm totally not gonna buy. I also found a snow globe from last year. This is gorgeous. Now, being a fan of functionality, this was one of my favorite items. Open up this book and inside is another book, and inside is another book. And together, they are storage units to help you eliminate clutter in your lair. Now, a lesson I learned from last year is that there isn't a Halloween section at Home Goods. You have to search the entire store. And in the dinnerware section, I found some whimsical mugs, and these beautiful black goblets, and some skeletal glassware that I bought at Pottery Barn a couple of years ago, as well as these shot glasses I picked up last year. In the candle section, I found these beautiful pumpkin candles that would be great for a candelabra on Halloween. I didn't have as much luck in the towel section this year, as I felt their designs were a little too Halloween-y for my lair. But in the hand soap section, you can always find caramel apple and pumpkin spice everything, and whimsical Halloween soaps that you can really use year-round. In the throw pillow section, I always find something that's great for year-round use. And that was all I found at the Henderson, Nevada Home Goods, so I went to the one in New York City. Their Halloween section seemed a little smaller than last year, and they had lots of whimsical items that are really not for me. But if you're willing to dig, you're sure to find some treasures. Like these beautiful skull plates. These are perfect for a Gothic dinner party. I ended up buying a set of 4 salad plates and 4 dinner plates, and believe it or not, they were $14 and $17 respectively. Now this mug's a little cheeky for me, but the serving plate behind it is fantastic. And there were several other items from that same line that were really classic. Of course, if you like something a little bit more subtle, these skull plates might be for you. In that same dinnerware display, I found these amazing glasses that I was absolutely batty for. I would definitely take these for a spin. I also spotted these plates from last year, but like last year, there was only one set and the rest of them were dearly departed. Between this year and last year, there are 3 things I now know about home goods. Number 1, their selection is spread out throughout the entire store, so scour the entire store to find those gems. Number 2, the selection seems to be different from location to location, so hit as many home goods stores as you possibly can. And number 3, you are definitely going to find something really beautiful and elegant that's going to look great in your lair year-round. Let me know what other stores you'd like me to review, leave it in the comments below, and maybe that one will be the one I do next, right here on Gothic Homemaking. Thanks for watching.